Wide open.
Where you out open?
Wide open.
Where you out?
Wide open. We'll take that OB game.
Roll. Good grab, boy.
Alright. I threw it too soon. I threw it too soon. I run across some more.
Field goal, huh? Oh, you got confidence.
When you see me in the streets, guaranteed I'm looking fresh. Got a wrist looking frozen, the gold necklace, man, I'm gold.
We actually just finished spring ball last weekend. What we're doing right now is hitting the road recruiting, evaluating high school kids, just watching practice and just going and collecting data for these upcoming weeks and being able to get them evaluated.
All schools. Why you pick UT Martin, man?
Reason I chose UT Martin, you know, with the atmosphere, with the culture around here, man. Coming from Mississippi, wasn't too close to home, wasn't too far from home. I thought it was a great fit. You know, it's what I'm used to: country atmosphere, country feel, but you know, just a different vibe of people and culture. So that's kind of what led me to making this decision.
How is the culture here in Martin? How did it feel to you?
Like I said, man, coming here, that's what led me to my decision of coming to Martin. You know, but the culture, it's a family culture. You're away from home, but you're at home. The people adapt to you. They love you if you want to be loved, and that's you don't get that everywhere. You know, a lot of people say they come down south for this lifestyle, and Martin is that lifestyle that a lot of people try to go after. And you know, just being here, I've grown to these people and they've grown to me. They've taken me in as their own, and you can't ask for much more than that. You know, obviously being 6 hours away from home and you have somebody here that you can call mother. And that's the best feeling about this place, this university, this campus, and this community. It's family. It's a family culture.
Great, man, great. Another question. I understand that you've been coaching here at UT Martin for a minute. The coaching style, how would you say your coaching style here?
You know, it's an aggressive coaching style. That's what it is. It's aggressive because when I started my career here, it was on the defensive side of the ball, and as a defensive guy, you gotta be aggressive. So, you know, jumping sides to offense, you know, you try to continue to have that mentality, but not too aggressive because you got to understand that the dynamics of the play that's being called and being able. Just understanding the plays and the reason why we're doing this. So obviously, when you got the ball in your hands, you want to be aggressive, running through tackles, breaking, you know, running somebody over, just making somebody move in an aggressive style. So it's an aggressive, but it's a loving coaching style. That's how I would describe it.
I got a big season coming up next year, man. So as far as coaching, what is your main goals for next year's football season?
You know, before I answer a question, what we done this year, we adopted words as a team, okay? And as myself, or a coach myself, the word I chose was knowledge, all right? And that's something that you try to instill in kids on a daily basis. So the reason I chose knowledge is, I'm defining it first. Knowledge is something that you learn from experience or from education, okay? And obviously, being a football player, you have the experience, whether it's from high school, junior high, elementary, whatever the years may be. And then second, education. You're here in college, education. Okay, so with those two things in mind, you always got to think about what have I learned, what will I learn, and what can I learn. And you take those things, you put them in perspective on a daily basis, and you understand, now you start to understand life, you understand the game of football. But as far as goals go, hopefully they take that word and run with it. And obviously, they've used their words that they adopted on a daily basis. But as far as goals go, what I've started preaching to my guys is 2K and 20. And what that means is 2,000 rushing yards and 20 touchdowns. That's what our goal is for the season. But as far as myself as a coach, just trying to get those guys to understand the knowledge, use the knowledge that I've instilled in them on a daily basis to get to where we want to be. The goal, if we don't reach the goal, I'm not upset, but the goal is to win games. If we get to 2K and 20, we're great, successful.
Perfect.
Yeah.
And for everybody back home with the knowledge, man, knowledge is power. So remember that.
Knowledge is power, baby.
Man, I know you've been in sports all your life, you know, through Pee-wee, junior high, high school, college. Now you're coaching college. The question that I have is, who influenced you the most in the world of sports?
Great question. There's two names that really stick out, and obviously Steve McNair, obviously family member, is one, and the second would be Jerry Reese. The reason with Steve is because obviously we're from the same hometown. He's played football, he's played basketball, he's played baseball. So being a three-sport athlete, following his footsteps, has kind of directed me into the direction that I've led myself into. And the reason I say Jerry Reese, obviously he went to UT Martin, I went to UT Martin. We've coached the same positions, we've recruited the same areas. So being an influence, obviously looking where he is now, not necessarily saying that I want to be there, but I would like to have a taste. But being able to see those two guys live their life, come from where they come from, and step into the role or the world that they stepped into, I think that kind of pushed me to be the person I am, because those are two great men doing what they love and being successful. So those are the two guys that influenced me.
As a Skyhawk, what is your most memorable moment being here, man?
Man, there was a tragic event that happened here. Back he was going to make a saved us a touchdown. Made the tackle, and after the play was over, he couldn't move. Later on, we find out what happened was he broke his neck. So that was kind of a tragic, event for us as a team. He's doing his own cycling thing with his own class, and which is great. So that was one of the most memorable moments that I had as a player. Just watching that event happening and watching this guy turn his life around and being a successful man.
That we have for today. Thanks for letting me interview you, Coach.
Appreciate your time, man.
Thanks, man.
Those that watch understand that life happens, things happen, but never be negative. Continue to be positive. Do it for you, do it for us. Appreciate you.